This beret represents the United States Air Force combat control teams. I was an air traffic controller, parachute qualified, from 1960 to 1976 when I retired from the Air Force. Prior to that, I was in the Marine Corps for 5 years. I went in 1955. I was what they call an 0331, which is an assistant light machine gunner. After I got hurt the first time or two, my father talked me into trying out for a job, an actual civilian type job where they don't need a lot of machine gunners in Minneapolis in 1955. Probably could use some today, but however, I was lucky enough to re-enlist for 2 more years, which made me a regular, gave me a 4-year commitment in the Marine Corps, and the Marine Corps decided to send me to an air traffic control school. And I did that, completed that in my last year in the Marine Corps. And I served 2 tours in Vietnam in the Marine Corps. I went over in 1957. I came home in 1958. I went back in 1959 and came home in 1960 and got married. Then I joined the Air Force. The reason being is that it seemed to be a lot safer with a child on the way to be working in a glass control tower rather than a foxhole with a helmet on your head being shot at. Then the war continued on over there, and in 1962 I was sent to Laos. I was at operating location number 25, which is better known as Long Chen today. I was there part of 62 and 63, and then because there were no Americans in Laos at the time, my next PCS tour was to Vietnam. So I went right across the border and I served another 13 months there at a place called Pleiku and Play Me. I enjoyed the military service. I had a good life. After I came home in 65, actually came home in late 65, I was assigned to West Point and at the U.S. Army, U.S. Military Academy there. And right outside that, there's a place called Stewart Air Force Base, which was the wings at West Point. And my unit was there. And we helped with the training of the cadets in the airborne work. And this beret represents the parachute qualified air traffic controllers. The badge says, first there. That used to be the saying and the motto of the SEALs, but there's not a lot of waterborne invasions anymore. Most of them are going to be airborne, and that's about it. Well, I had 5 children in the service. My 3 children were born. One was born in the Marine Corps and at El Toro. The next daughter was born at Travis Air Force Base. One daughter born here in Minneapolis when I was in Vietnam, and my 2 boys were born at West Point. And that's probably the highlight of my career, was my children being born safely. Anyway, I retired in 1976 after serving 5 years in Germany. And that's about it, ma'am. Thank you.